Well, yeah, obviously for us they're all important wins. So to come to Port and beat Port here, it's been pretty tough for us over, I think, since Port's existence. So, for this group specifically, it's a very good win for them. But for the club overall, to beat Port here has taken a bit of time.
How was that final few minutes, John, or the last quarter? You probably could have sealed it a little bit earlier.
I suppose we had to win the game in the last few minutes. We didn't have it wrapped up anywhere before that, and probably had opportunities to maybe be further in front at different times of the game. So that's, again, areas that we know we've still got to get better at, because we can't give teams the chance to think they're still in the game if we have dominated for periods.
I suppose there's still times, even through the third quarter, some of your own blokes were making mistakes that were costing you to us. Are they the ones that you still going to have to work for a while?
And we talked about composure at different periods of the game and understanding where the game's at. So, they certainly have still got a lot to learn, and we'll keep working with them on that.
What are the key indicators to you that things are going right, apart from just getting a couple of years at the start of the season? What do you see out there today that gives you confidence that they're going the right way?
Well, a bit more belief in themselves about they're going to match it and going out to win games. So really today with Lacroix out, there was no second guessing or second thoughts that we weren't a lesser chance to win the game. We came over here to say, right, we still want to win. So just that belief within the group, I think, is a lot stronger. Great start for us. Great start. He's a long way back for where we know he can get to. But our focus is and our hope is that we'll see Daniel back to his best football in the near future, and that's a good start for him today.
Inaccuracy must have been an issue for you today.
Yeah, we missed a few easy ones, and that was a bit of what we're talking about. Opportunities to maybe extend the lead even further, and just we didn't grab them when they were there. So it's another area for improvement for us.
Pre-season, how long before we cancelled anyway is best to get in your mind?
Yeah. Well, we'll see glimpses of his talent. It'll take a few weeks, no doubt, of consistent playing at this level and getting his full match fitness up. But there's no doubt we'll see him do some of the things that Daniel can do in different games. But when he really is up and going, we'll be mainly around his match fitness, and that'll take a few weeks.
There were times in the game where both him and Nico also had a bit of impact today. There's a good message in both those blokes I've mentioned that you would see.
Big Nick? Nikoski?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a good message in the way they've both gone down, so they've both made through a bit.
They have, yeah. Mark Nikoski's just never stopped being a really professional footballer, preparing well and saying I'm available to play a role. And we asked him last year to start working to be able to play more as a forward, and he worked really hard, had some injuries and missed out on some opportunities, but he's pushed up hard and really forced his way into the lineup for the start of this season.
And Kerry the same, like he's some consistency as well.
Yeah, obviously different in that Kerry has had injuries, but he was always going to be a certain starter when he was fit enough to be in the side. But yeah, his attitude about getting back to wanting to play his best footy has been great.
John, having Cox and Adenui in the centre square at the same time was really interesting and worked. Can you share some thoughts about what you're trying to achieve doing?
Well, Nick does make things happen when he's around the ball, whether he's in the ruck or whether they're kicking it long term as a forward or whether he's around the contest as an extra player. So we would give him those opportunities to make things happen for us.
And 2 tools in the centre square, I mean, he didn't do it all the time.
No, it's more about the impact that Nick has. He's not in there to mark it. He's in there to hunt the footy and burst through and create space for the boys and do all sorts of things that he does naturally.
And I thought it confused the opposition, not knowing how to man up on the 2.
Yeah, I can't comment on that, but certainly, we just think Nick can have an impact for us around the ball.
What about Andrew Ambley? Just keeps on seemingly getting better.
Yeah, outstanding start to the season for us. Solid pre-season and got himself ready to go, and he's leadership around the club has been outstanding this pre-season, and I think he's taken that to a new level in terms of wanting to lead the way on the field for the players. It's always been a very good footballer on field for us, but some of his leadership stuff now is been significant.
Is that something you've asked him to do or something?
No, it's something that I think it's one of those things. I think we, from talking to the players, they said they wanted him back in their leadership group, so he'd shown it. So he was rewarded with that. After being in the leadership group a few years ago and drifting out of it, he's back in there because the team see him as one of the leaders, and he's showing that. No, I get them in pretty much straight away all the time now.
So you're okay with the way things are heading?
Yeah, no, that's you'll see that. That's just I get them straight in. Yep.
Luke, does he remind you of any other player that you've seen that's just over the years?
Oh, I haven't really thought about it. No, I haven't. So nothing that stood out for me. But
So tell us a little bit about him. He's obviously going the right way, becoming a very good player.
yeah, he obviously moves really well. Good runner, strong body, and uses the ball well on both sides of his body. So we've just always been keen to get his body in the right shape to cope, because he's had some serious injuries in his early in his career, but his attitude and the way he coped with it was always about, when I'm ready to go, I'll be out there for you.
And the things he gets coped with, how's that impact on him in terms of leadership capacity, and what do you see in that?
Well, just a strong-willed and level-headed young man.
You seem to be a leadership type of player.
Every possibility, yeah.
Injury was edge work.
Just Bo Waters had a sore elbow at the end, but he had was the other elbow. So Bo's elbow, he hurt his elbow late, but it's not the one he had operated on.
Just the other thing too, you must be pleased with your aggression more today, like the pressure forward kicking into that.
Yeah, I think Josh Kennedy set the standard there early for us with a couple of big chase downs, and that's an area again that the players know is critical to today's game.
And you're demanding that from them?
Well, it's one of the things that we've talked about as a group, that we know the good sides are doing it, and if we want to be a good side, we've got to be better at it.
And just listening, Andrew Gaff has obviously been taking a move into that. That's obviously how you spoke about stuff during the pre-season as well.
Yeah, no, he's done it well both games. Last week he came on right on quarter time, and this week he waited a little bit longer, but yeah, he's still really pleased with the way he's going.
Is that when you said it was going to be a tactical sort of thing at times when you could use it that way? Is that how you the decision about who to sub off is it's not critical, but it's important. So looking at Lynch coming off, when we know in another tough, tight game that Lynch will be able to run the whole game out, and we had a couple of guys coming in, Nat Nui and Kerr, that we expected to tire, but we decided to take Lynch out because Nat Nui and Kerr, with Gaff coming in, we could rest them a little bit more on the bench and still think they could impact the game around the ball. So why did you decide exactly at that time?
Well, it was it was about that time that we wanted to start to get Kerr off or Nat Nui off and start the rotation, so to do it with the fresh player rather than putting another exhausted guy.